everyone, welcome back to Rain Gaming. We're carrying on playing Noire, and as you've recently seen, we've been demoted to Arson desk, which, you know, doesn't sound too bad. At least we're still employed. But I'm eager to see how the trajectory changes for our boy Cole. He's living with Arson. This one. Oh, these might just be insurance jobbies. Or people might die. But back in the day, there was very, well, even now actually, there's very little you can do if people die in a fire. So it's hard to, because all the evidence is destroyed by the blaze. There he is, disgraced.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today.
How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps?
Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground.
All right.
Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir. Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps.
Can it till
How's
then?
he a rat?
Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs.
He's the narrator's voice.
Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then
That's
go
good.
to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective.
Ho
Get
ho.
out of here. Both of you.
All right then.
Get out!
Get up! Sitting there. We've got a new partner, yay! And he's the narrator's voice, which is a juicy voice. Hopefully he's nice. Oh, everyone's going to be saying horrid things about us now. However then, isn't that cop from the newspaper?
Guy gave his wife a tap.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Put him down with my sap.
Hello.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband?
No, I didn't. Why are you asking me about a woman that's... Well, I do arson case. Oh, my car has been decreased to a green car. Hurry up, Cole. Right, where are we going? Where's the Steffen's one? Let's make friends.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so.
Oh, you don't like
Feeling
it?
down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
We don't have much...
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero.
Wow.
Walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
No, he doesn't like us. But maybe he will like us eventually. Here we are. I think we turned up on the wrong side of the house. Oh, disgusting. Your poor house.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay,
Oh.
Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any
Yeah,
insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins.
Well,
Terry
maybe it was an
Lady's his
inside
wife.
job.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
They got him out of the place because they wouldn't sell the house and they want to knock it all down to build new stuff. This is cool. Very different kind to
Solve the
all the other
case.
cases. Let me get in. Hey. Alright, what's left? There's a book. A pan.
Doesn't tell me anything.
It tells me that it's melted. What was the book I just saw?
I don't think this is going to help us.
It's survived remarkably well in comparison to everything else. It's a shoe.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
It's going to be very difficult to see what's relevant.
Circumstantial.
Oh man. I don't think there's anything in the house. Well, in the cutscene at the beginning, we saw someone messing around with pipes. So, where are the pipes? There it is. It's been blown off.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Matthew Ryan. Check him out.
That son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed the gun at me.
Ah! Weren't me. Hello.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
Hello.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Ah, yes.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Did you enter the competition? Or did you just win it? 'Cause that's usually a giveaway.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Ah! So it might be as I thought.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. The lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Yeah, you live in the
The
right place.
redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
He looked away when he said that. He seems a bit...
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price.
Yeah, well then they sorted you out.
My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the
Convenient.
moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Let's go to the other house. But they won a competition too.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Can you not talk about me behind my back?
Help me out.
All right. Make the call and see if these suburban assholes have an address.
Oh, look, it's the blueprint man.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks for your help.
You're most welcome. Let's go to Sawyer's house. I bet you it's near here as well, on the same lot, because they're burning places down so they can build over it.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is Arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
It's nice to be out in the housing area.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle.
Can you drive to this one?
253 Main Street.
Unfortunately, happening at Bank of Arcadia. Hello. Oh, he's a homeless
Hands
man.
off! I'm sick!
Nothing that a night in the tank wouldn't fix, bub. Now, where did they go?
What happened?
2 guys made off with about $1,000 in a paper sack. The vag says he saw him leave.
I'm right here, you know!
Not much of a witness.
Sir, you need to tell us
He's
where they
drunk
went.
as fuck.
Now. They headed for the parking lot.
Thank you, sir. Bye. No way. You better run. Cat fell off immediately.
Okay. 1 traffic stop coming up. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in.
The car is
Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
The car doesn't have a fucking siren. You do?
I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down.
Well, yeah, you shoot him in the boot.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Oh, you twat. Woo. Yeah, mine too. Get out then.
Quite a ride you took us on. Get out with your hands up.
Come on, dickheads. That was daft. They didn't die. I usually kill them. Beep. Boom, boy. and well.
You're behind the wheel.
Oh, he did not
When
look
you worked
pleased
that
with
case
that.
with that lady, cut up like a dog.
Hello, fireman.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner?
Not
What
much
gives?
choice.
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of Arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds.
Oh,
Heater
man.
exploded.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Jesus. The Insta-Heat need to be sorted out then, if that many people are dying.
Mal,
Oh, hello.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate,
you have.
Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in Arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you.
Oh.
But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Alright. They have mutual respect, I guess. Oh my god, little kids. It's disgusting.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
We better fucking not. What was that, a clock? Will that tell us what time they died? Okay. Just really need to see the Insta-Heat thing. Whatever that is. That thing again. Fan. Just need to find old Instani. Be on the outside, I guess. At least the dog survived. Need to find an Insta-Heat thing. Is it on the outside? Doesn't appear to be. It must be in here somewhere. Over here. They were reading the exact same book. Where's the boiler? Anyone see it? Where's the bloody heater? Where's the boiler? Good clock. Oh, you know what? 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 Oh, it's over here! For fuck's sake.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Ooh.
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective
Hello.
Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere.
Oh, really?
But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who
Sounds
ran the
indeed.
competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
That's funny.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch him.
Yeah, if my character didn't just decide to stop running. Wait. Cease and desist.
Stop! LAPD!
See,
We've got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there!
No. I'm right behind you. Come here.
A family died in that fire. We need to ask some questions.
He says as he knocks him over.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or
You
setting
like
them?
these?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
What is that?
I keep
Cigarette?
myself to myself.
Oh. Uh-huh. The cigarette with
Cigarette
matches
in a
attached?
matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish
Disgusting.
following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Oh, this
Will
guy
do,
seems
Lynch.
cool.
Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Ooh. Bit of a clash there. I think there's a lot to be said for these lot.
North to 496 plug 1. Do you have another respondent, International?
What did you say to each other?
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
You can drive. 11K, go ahead.
Car 11K. Ambulance shooting. Meet the officer at the Interstate Bus Station at Beverly and Union. Code 2.
This a power game, Phelps?
Oh, hey, is this the same bus stop that we went to before? With the boxing guy?
What's the situation? Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside.
Oh, yeah, clearly. My man's gone right in there.
We don't want any civilian casualties, Biggs. Find some cover! He's on the lam! On the floor!
Where's he gone? Oh my god! Got you, dickhead. Gotcha, bitch. I've been dying to help you for so long. Oh, he actually came. Cruds. Dude. Waking up on a dream with you. Can you drive to this one?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Can I have a trophy for doing? Yeah, thought so. Ooh, air conditioned. What a sales point. Bah! Oh, only men can fly, and all check out the woman.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to
No.
believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
You were Harry
Yes,
from
I
Mad
remember
Men.
them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
It's Harry from Mad Men, and also the main guy from Firewatch. There it is.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Here they are, Steffens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotions mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Yeah, come on.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure.
Who is it?
There's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Oh,
Thanks for your help.
No
so it's
problem.
definitely a setup.
Wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great.
Ooh.
Poorer, but great.
You starting to bleed my ankle? Let's go and see what this is all about, them choosing specific people to go on these.
You know the way. You can drive.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Of course.
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
Hello.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help.
Elysian. And Elysian
Elysian
is
are
the...
investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Who's Leland Monroe? Elysian is the thing
You drive.
with the
I need to
blue,
go over the case notes.
The blueprints that we've
Lynch
seen
says we should
everywhere.
visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Let's take a quick intermission for news from Washington.
Hello.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs?
You gonna
You
show
two
me a science
investigating the
experiment?
house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
By Reginald Varley. Many times.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
No, put it back. What is this? Oh no.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Is that the balloon?
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Is that...
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Ah.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
This guy seems to be sort of supporting
What's a
our
five-star
theory.
goddamn wedding?
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Where do you think? The place we were literally just told about.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
The guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
We've seen these guys a few times in the past. Now to see if they are responsible for these people pegging it with a faulty valve, or if it's just the person checking it, that's useless. Hello.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Thanks.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
What on earth is that man doing?
Walking, sorry. Was that something pretty bizarre for you? Hello.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, Arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
There you go then, that's the balloon.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Oh, come on.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Disgusting.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
Then what
So
did
the guys'
someone
names
check
that
it?
I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Clearly not.
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
That Ryan guy and that recent one, Barley.
What about Matthew Ryan?
You know about Ryan, huh? All right, he's been in some trouble, I know that. He's done his time.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Give me it right now. Good. That didn't take very long.
There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
No, you're right. There's Ryan.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
I was going to do it whether you let me or not, to be honest.
A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
A beer and a mop.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Holy shit.
Anyone else?
The Barley guy?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Ugh. I hate men that use the term young lady.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasik. Desperate times indeed.
Can I talk to you about that the first guy?
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have
Is that
lockers.
for murder?
Yes, they do. But my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Yeah. Hey, looks like Biggs is starting to come over to our side.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasik.
What's this?
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Wow.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Alright. A set of flyers.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Who else was there? Clemente. Oh, he's got it as well.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Isn't it? I hope he doesn't have one. That Moskill thing.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
Right, let's go find these different...
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Bye. We're going to go in interviews. Another fire? It's about to do. Who's that? Oh, but I don't know who that is. How do I know who to save? How to save?
Can you drive to this one?
That cutscene cut off what Biggs was saying. Oh! Is that him? Oi.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Fuck me, what's his name? He's the one that, shit! From Mad Men. What's his name? The one that gets Peggy pregnant. Fuck. But he's from Mad Men. I forget his name. I'll hopefully remember when I'm editing this.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
What do you fucking do?
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Trudy did.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Oh.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Then why have you got his fucking Antichrist or whatever it was, anarchist stuff?
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
I've been in your locker, son.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Next
You can drive.
on the list.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Next on the list, of course.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
And seriously, we've done street crime together, and you shot
It would be
everyone.
better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD,
Wait.
Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Oh, of course he was gonna leg it. Oh!
Stop or I will shoot!
Yeah! So rarely does that work. Go on, Biggs.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the scene.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
I think it'll be the last one, because it always is.
You're behind the wheel.
All right. Where to?
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, Arson Squad.
Run away.
You
Run
heard
away.
the man.
Don't run away.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
Son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the bear. Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
Running people over.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. I need to be closer, Phelps.
Not physically getting closer.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in the room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
put your hands in the air! Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
I reckon it was him. Because he's the anarchist. Cheep!
We have 3 suspects.
You know
As
the
much as
way.
I'd like
You
to
can
be
drive.
Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
That's him? That's the best.
Right, who we got?
45. I want to stop him with one round.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Hello.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
It's not Gambit, son. I'm pretty sure it's you, because your eyes are too close together.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
The fucking shit that was in your locker.
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
He hates them.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
I can prove it, I can prove it with this information.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You'd just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Yes, you can.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Varley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Oh, Varley, eh?
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
We've got your criminal record, stupid.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
With this fucking bit of paper, where is it?
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
Oh, okay.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
I think Ryan is our man.
I agree.
But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
What's pinko mean?
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Mate, we have your name all over the heater.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
With this fucking piece of evidence that's got your name on it. Boom.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there.
Yep.
Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think you played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
That's not what your mate said.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Get a bit of a lit.
Ryan says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money, but so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Why did you have the mosquito?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
You had the mosquito coil in your room, in your locker.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
We're done for now.
It's got to be the other
So what
guy.
happens?
Shut up.
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
That's what you just said.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun.
Oh, a little twist. She was 13 if she was a day.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
It's more likely to be you than the other guy.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Oh. Ooh. What you get is more work. Why are they doing that? What are people in there? Burning the houses down. Why?
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd. We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Something bad's gonna happen. But we'll see what the bad thing that happens is in the next episode. We're doing alright on the Arson desk, and our new partner didn't like us at first, but he seems alright now. So, until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Bye. Bye.